Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping. It's a fast place to lose 10 grand. It's Vegas. It's Vegas as a business owner. Like, you can lose a lot of money really quick on some bad marketing.
I lost $43,000 2 years ago in 3 months.
What did you do there?
One marketing channel.
Which one was it? Not to tell people not to do it, because there's different marketing things that work at different points in time. But do you mind sharing what it was? Because I got one that's like got an $80,000 thing to it.
So it was Valpak, but it was Valpak with like coupled with postcards. So
yeah. Ours was we had been doing radio for a long time, and it slowly was getting worse and worse and worse. And the last year we did it was 2022, and we dropped about 80 grand on it. And it wasn't that it didn't work at all. I'll say we got like, I forget how many clients we got, but our client acquisition cost for a business that has an average job size, like we do mostly window cleaning, average job size around $400, $500. Our client acquisition cost was pushing $1,000 from these radio ads. It was not a super sustainable. I mean, like, we might as well lit 80 grand on fire.
Yeah, the math doesn't work in that scenario.
It didn't work out. We actually, this isn't to talk anybody out of sponsoring my podcast. That's a beer company. We'll make sure we do you right here. But we sponsored a local Minneapolis podcast, and they did such a shitty job of representing us. It actually made me like really in tune with, if we do get a sponsor, like how I can support them. The sponsor that we had didn't even let us come out and clean their windows for them. It was like, how the hell are you going to talk? How the hell are you going to talk about our service and what we do and the interactions you have if we don't even get to come out and clean windows for you? And like they just sold us a bunch of shit, right, to get our money. And then they didn't execute at all. And they just ran like scripted shitty ads for us for a year. And I forget how much we paid them, but that was part of the 80 grand too. It was just like, oh, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah. Well, hey, you learned from it, right?
Yeah, you might as well run 10 businesses around the country and have 100 employees while you're trying to start something else from scratch. Some of the lessons are very expensive, but yeah. I've learned over the years, you got to take something away from it. Otherwise, you literally just lit the money on fire. Like, there's something you had to have learned through that, and it sucks that it costs that much money to actually learn that lesson. But hey, it's that hot stove. I'm not going to touch that again. Yep. And it's just one of those things. It's like the best way to learn it is you just got to do it. And it's nice to have a coach that can warn you about it, or at least give you some guardrails, right? It's like, I don't want to talk people out of getting those experiences. Like, those experiences are valuable, but I just hope they put up the guardrails for me. That's like, hey, once you hit this level, pull the plug. Like, maybe it works different for you than it worked for me. Here's a story about my experience. You do your thing. Maybe you don't now because I told you what happened to me, but maybe you do because you have high conviction. But know when to pull the plug. Be doing the math. Be measuring the stuff. Hey, home service heroes. Thank you guys so much for tuning into our home service happy hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something. And I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.